Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to beautiful San Felipe.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors. If you tuned in last week, you know we spent some time sipping wine in Baja de Guadalupe.
Well, today we're going to be taking another road trip 3 hours southeast from Ensenada to the beautiful beach town of San Felipe.
We have heard some great things, but before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
All right, let's hop in the car and hit the road.
So far, so beautiful. We were staying a bit outside of the city center in Ensenada, so the drive took us the back way, and we are just surrounded by these beautiful mountains that are like speckled with these huge boulders. Very cool landscapes.
This mountain over here looks like the ground was just like flipped inside out, and it's underground, above ground. The road is also extremely serpentine, so take your time and be cautious. We've seen a few bicyclists going along with their saddlebags and stuff, so you want to be very careful, especially on the blind turns. We care about biker safety too.
We are just about 30 minutes away. The rest of the ride on Highway 3 was gorgeous. We actually went past some farms, saw some snow-covered peaks, and even some really huge wind turbines. We now just made the right on Highway 5, and the landscape changed. The sky opened up and it's bright blue. We can't wait. I think the first stop is gonna be down at the beach, so we'll see you there.
Welcome to the beach. We made it to San Felipe, baby. This is the gateway to the Gulf of California, as it is the northernmost town on the entire Gulf. And let me tell you, it is gorgeous right here. There's seagulls flying overhead. The waves are gently breaking on the beach. I can see a lighthouse back here that we're gonna be taking you to later. And I am so excited to be here and that you're here with us.
And you know what I love? Being able to come to the beach in the winter. As you can see, we are bundled up as it is a bit cold here, but I'm sure during the day, maybe early morning when the wind isn't blowing as much, it'll be a lot warmer. And especially in the summer, come down here and go swimming. I don't think we're gonna be able to swim now, but I don't know, maybe Adam's a bit adventurous.
We'll see.
Maybe tomorrow.
Just up from the beach is the Malecon. It is a beautiful walkway that runs along the water. There are restaurants and bars as well as shops along it. Behind me here are the San Felipe letters. I'm guessing during the year they're probably more rainbow colored, but right now they're decorated for the holidays and they have those little snowflakes coming down on them. And you know it's a great place to snap a photo. As we're walking down the Malecon, I'm noticing they have some drink carts like this one right here. They make coconut and pineapple beverages here, but nobody's back there. I think maybe I should hop back, do some of my bartending skills and mix a couple up.
We just got here. We don't want to cause trouble this soon.
Fine, fine. Day 2 is trouble day. And as we're walking along, you will also see some beautiful artwork like this tile work behind me here. I like this place.
You know what it reminds me of?
What does it remind you of, Heidi?
Zacatlan.
Oh,
de las Manzanas.
that was such a cool place.
Yeah, this is really cool. And I love it because look, it's like the cacti, and then you got the marine animals behind it here. So it's,
it tells a story.
Yeah, of this place.
I love it.
And something very interesting I read before coming here was that San Felipe has one of the largest tidal bores in the world. I'm not really sure the science behind that, but I know that the water does recede more than a kilometer. Right now it seems to be like it's high tide.
I think so.
So we can't see it out like that, but maybe in the morning we can. And I heard you can actually walk out there and, you know, go hunting for some seashells. Just see if you can find some stuff out there, which would be really fun.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so we'll see tomorrow morning if we can do that. And look behind me here. This is how they take their boats out of the water. The truck's just backed in. They put the boat on and drive out. No need for a boat ramp. How cool is that?
And it's definitely not something you see every day. Historically, San Felipe is known as a fishing town. So why don't we go and support those hardworking fishermen and eat some seafood?
Sounds great.
We are at Mariscos La Palma and I am very excited. Because of where we are on the Gulf, they get very fresh shrimp here. because obviously the fishermen bring it in daily. So what do you think we did? We ordered 2 shrimp dishes. We started out with the shrimp cocktail, which looks absolutely delicious, and then we got the shrimp tostada. Now you might be thinking, Adam, where's the tostada? Well, they didn't want it to get soggy, but what they did do was give us an entire unopened bag of tostadas. So you can really, you know, use the tostadas at your will. I'm very excited about that. Let's jump into this.
Before we jump in, we also got some fish tacos because legend says that they originated here, but don't tell Ensenada that because they claim the same thing. All right, let's really jump in.
Wow, choices, all this flavor. I can't make a decision, so I'm just gonna do a blind check right here. Ready? Oh.
Your favorite.
Oh, I love this stuff. It was destiny. Wow. That shrimp almost tastes like lobster. It's very firm, tastes really fresh, and the avocado and tomato really complement the flavor, as well as a little bit of my hot sauce. It's a winner.
This fish taco looks incredible. I am gluten-free, so I really appreciate it when they have the option to go grilled. And look at the chunks of fish in here.
Wow.
Oops. Making a little mess. Let's try this out. Let's taste this out, I mean. Wow. Yep. That's the stuff. Definitely recommend coming here.
And last but certainly not least, is the shrimp ceviche that they cook in lime, and I've already made it the tostada. So let's grab a bite of this. Wow. Really nice flavors. It's a little bit spicy, and that lime just really enhances the flavor of the shrimp. Man, I might have to come back here and get everything else on the menu. So our waitress was just telling us that if we liked the shrimp we had to try the blue shrimp. Look how huge these are. These are available only if you order a plate like the Diablo or one of the other fried shrimp plates they have here. You can get them. These are the ones that are actually from the Gulf here, and they are known for. But man, those are massive.
We'll have to try those next time. But I have to say, the plates we got are still
absolutely
delicious.
But it's nice to know you have options like the 5,000 hot sauces they have here.
Yeah.
All right, let's head out, walk back down the Malecon, and go over to the lighthouse. Come with us.
I thought he was gonna have to roll me out of there. They have a huge portion, so be careful with how much you order.
I definitely want to go back there and get coconut shrimp. They are closed on Tuesdays,
Okay.
so if you come here, make sure it's not them.
Yeah, but definitely check them out because it was delicious.
And as we're walking down, we're passing a bunch of restaurants like this right here, the Taco Factory. Apparently they have the coldest beer in town. We might have to come back here later and check this place out.
For sure. And as you can see, the color is already starting to fade. It's only 4 p.m. and the sun is going to set in a half hour. So that's why we're rushing a little bit to get up here.
We gotta get over there. It's when the days are so short. I miss the days when the sun sets at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
I know. Well, it looks like we have to cross a bridge and then it'll take us there, so come along.
You know I love when they make me-sized chairs like this one right here.
Muy grande. That's perfect after that big meal. All right, well, we went down here, tried to cross the bridge, and it is locked. So I stopped a car and talked to these guys and asked them if they knew how we could get over there, and they said, we're trying to figure out the same thing too.
So they went into one of the restaurants over here and they're finding out right now. Hopefully this works out because I really want to watch the sunset from up there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful down here.
Yeah, let's go see.
Let's go see what we can do.
Adam's giving me grief right now because he said we should have drove there from the beginning.
Oh, she admitted it. I can't believe it. It's on film.
Okay, you were right. So we're gonna hop in the car and drive around. Come along.
Come on, let's go.
Unlock it.
All right, let's do it. We gotta get moving, people. We're burning that sunset oil.
Peel out. No, don't. There's a guy in a bike.
All right. Mister, don't you know we're trying to watch the sunset? Oh, we got it. We're free. We got it. Boom.
As you can see, my phone says we are 1 minute away. So it's very close. We just gotta find the right road.
Turn right. Oh, I see the Pharaoh.
I see the lighthouse. We have made it, so you just have to drive around, and then we are parked right here. Look, this is our friends we were talking to. They parked here, and in front of us there are some pink steps that lead you up to the shrine of Virgin de Guadalupe. And look in front of us! That sunset is already so gorgeous. Let's do this. Let's get up there.
I'm gonna watch the sunset with you.
Oh my gosh. There must have been something in those shrimp. Wow.
Increíble. I'm not sure if it's the view or the steps that took my breath away, but it's gorgeous. This way the sunset, that way over here there is this lighthouse with some beautiful color in the sky and like a little mountain behind it. You gotta come here, and I gotta catch my breath.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. Wow. This is lovely. And check out these colors. That's the thing with the sunset, right? You have to be patient because most of the time it gets better as time goes on. And what's really neat is there are all these rowers down here. We saw them putting their boats in, but there has to be at least, I don't know, 30 different boats down here of, yeah, rowers rowing their boat, row your boat, going all the way from one end of the bay down here by the lighthouse, turning around and then coming back in. This guy that's up here said that they are actually training for a competition, which is really neat. What a place to do that. This is spectacular. We're so glad you're here with us.
What an incredible sunset. I'm so glad that we made it up here, even though they closed the bridge on us. I'm watching you people.
Why would you do such a thing?
Why would you do that to us?
They just made it fun for us.
They did. It was a little adventure.
Everything in life can't always be handed to you. It can't be easy. You gotta work for it a little bit. You gotta learn a little bit of Spanish so you can talk to people and ask them how to get places, you know?
Or meet a nice guy named Ruben who speaks English.
Yeah, but while we're up here, we would love to give a special shout out to our new patrons,
James and Cheryl.
Thank you so much for becoming a part of this community.
I mean, this sunset, this moment that we
Yeah.
are experiencing right now is in part because of you. So muchas
Yeah.
gracias from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, we're pretending that you're right here with us, but I don't think we really need to because you're always in our hearts.
So true.
So if you would like to join our Patreon community, we will put a link in the description below.
Well, you know, while we're up here, I'm gonna sneak a quick kiss. Sunset kisses are the best. We're gonna actually head over and check into our Airbnb because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
So we will see you bright and early in the morning.
See you then. Good morning and welcome back to beautiful San Felipe. As you can see, the sun is shining, which is so nice because when we woke up, we were shaking. We were
I
so
slept
cold.
with the sheet over my head last night because my nose was so cold.
Yeah, but we are down at the beach. We wanted to come and see if the tide was going out, and it is. It's already down, receded about, I don't know, more than 100 feet.
And there are a ton of seagulls just waiting on the edge of the water for it to go out farther to see if they can find some delicious snacks.
Yeah, we've already had some breakfast this morning, so yeah, they're waiting for theirs. We went to, where'd we go?
El Rincón de Elena.
We each had an omelet. He had the bacon omelet and I went with the vegetable omelet, and they were delicious.
Well, now that we're filled up, who's ready for some heart-pounding adventure?
Me. Something else San Felipe is known for is its desert racing. It's actually home to the San Felipe 250, which is a 250-mile off-road race that runs through the desert. We're not going to be doing 250 miles today, but we are linking up with Desert Adventure Tours, and we're going to head out there and go through some beautiful terrain. We're even going to check out the Valley of Giants and see some of the oldest cacti in the world. So excited. Let's hop in the car and head to the meeting point. I see the car in front of us here. So excited. It looks awesome.
We made it. This is Kayla and Carrie from Desert Adventure Tours. We're just signing in to do that pesky paperwork for every good adventure. And then we're going to hit the road.
And look, they just gave us some bandanas so we can protect our face from the sun and the
wind,
dust.
and dust.
Yeah.
Or if we decide to rob a train on the way, we can hide our identities.
And can you tell us about what we're going to be taking out today?
Well, our main ride's going to be the 6-seater Sandra. It was built for soft tours in Hawaii. It never made it to Hawaii. It was built in Southern California. It ended up here in San Felipe. We ended up picking it up about 5 years ago. We built the car up and turned it into a race car. We raced it. We came in first place in our division.
Wow. Wow.
And we had so much fun doing it. And so now we're doing tours in it, and we give you a pretty good ride, and I gotta tell you, it breaks a lot. It breaks a lot.
Yeah.
That's why we have this.
Our second vehicle is our safety buggy. This is a Can-Am. It's new to us. We were using the Razor last month. We got the Can-Am this month. And so that's our second vehicle to make sure we get you out of the desert safe.
I love it. That's amazing. We can't wait.
Adventure and
You're all signed
safety.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, if you're all signed in, then I'm gonna need your passports, your keys, and your wallets.
Sayonara. It's time to load her up, baby.
If I can even get in.
It's not the first time you're gonna get loaded today.
And it's kind of slide. You can step on the seat, step on anything.
Oh,
There
yeah.
We got a
you
cooler full of beer for you.
go. You fit
Boom.
good.
I made it, and they're going to lock me in here. We are extremely secure in here. I got the crotch and shoulder straps going. I can barely even move.
It's good though. You gotta be safe.
Yeah.
I would rather be super secure so we can go really fast.
We're not gonna
Now she's putting down the safety net over here.
Yeah, that safety net's to keep your arms in. Should something happen and the car goes over for any reason, just grab onto your seatbelt and hold on. Okay, do not stick your arms out.
He said, make sure to keep your arms in the vehicle no matter what happens, because anything in the desert's trying to stick you, prick you, or bite you.
Get the Volkswagen warmed up.
Ready to go. Wow, and that was just the warm-up. We got to get you out of here for our first scheduled stop. There we go.
Wow. That's
I just pulled the
amazing
power
so far.
steering first. San Felipe is famous for being one of the hardest places to race because of the whoops.
That's what the bumps are called. Whoops.
Whoops. Right
Yeah,
here.
okay.
You'll see some out here. We're gonna fly over some right now.
And that's why they're called whoops, because you don't see them and you hit them.
I call them.
And you scream, whoops! Yeah.
No, I call them buggy busters. They're great big mother piles of sand. They really slow you down. They really mess up cars.
He just told us that this is the most dangerous and fun section coming up right here, so I hope you're ready for some fun. You know we are.
Oh, I'm ready to get back out there. This is the bomb. You got to do this when you're here. Let's go.
We are making our second stop right now. We are in the Valley of the Giants, and I am so excited for this.
So this is the Valley of the Giants. If you look towards the mountains, you're gonna see vertical stripes. And those are the cacti, cardone cactuses. You grow here and at the top of the Sea of Cortez in an area called Sonora.
Okay.
And those are the two places in the world that these cactuses grow. They can grow to a height of 70 feet.
Wow.
And you'll see some today, if we make it that far.
Yeah. It's always the if.
Yeah.
I hope everybody brought their bandana to put up over their noses, because we're about to get into the dust, baby.
This is a stop and a get out. Be very careful. You know what that's called?
A cactus.
A jumping cholla.
Oh.
People actually think it jumps out at them. The reason they think it jumps out at them because it's closer to you than you think. It doesn't really jump. It has got me many times. Each one of these stickers has a sheath over it too for protection.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, careful.
What's going to protect me from it?
Yeah. These here right beside us are ocotillo, and the ocotillo are a protected species down here. People were cutting them down and I guess building fences with them. It's illegal to have possession of them, even dead ones in the back of your truck, from what I understand.
Wow.
And they bloomed in June, But I'm not sure if they bloom by water or by season, because these were blooming again just a couple of weeks ago. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And if you look here, and you see why I call it the Ocotillo Forest, but look at all the Ocotillos here. And there has never been any time that I've been in this desert, the 10 years I've been coming here, that the desert looked like this. It's unbelievable. This is as green as I've ever seen the Ocotillo. We're gonna attempt to get up to that pole too. Oh, not from this side. We're gonna go around and try and get up there.
We just hopped out again, but like he said, that ride down here was super picturesque.
Yeah, and then the ride up to where we are right now was quite an adventure. We stalled out a couple of times. We were rolling backwards down the mountain, going over boulders. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah. We're gonna hike up to the top of this and show you a good view up here.
Whoa, watch your step. Wow, this is so gorgeous. It's hard to put into words, this kind of beauty. They were just telling us this is the most rain they've had in almost 10 years. So there is so much green here that it's hard to even picture what it would be like without all of these cacti. Man,
the purple flowers at the beginning too.
And the mountains that are surrounding us. It's stunning, falls short of describing just how beautiful it is here.
Oh yeah, and if you don't do this tour or you don't have a 4x4, you can still visit the Valley of the Giants from the main road, but you do need to park your car. As you can see out here, you do need a 4x4. You don't want to get stuck, but you can park and then walk into it and still enjoy this beautiful scenery.
This day is flying by. We have one more stop. We're going to be getting out down by the giant cacti and just really getting an up close look at them. So let's hop back in and we'll see you down there.
So this is the cardone cactus, and again, everything in the desert will prick you, stick you, or bite you, and these things have thorns as well. Okay, they get these seed pods that grow at the top of them. And these are okay to pick up like this, but they have thorns as well. If you try to break them up with your hands, you'll get little hair thorns in you, and they're really hard to get out. Ow, there's one now. And this is a seed pod. It opens up and it'll give off thousands of seeds. They form at the top of the cactus, right at the top of the cactus. They're always at the top. And then they flower, and a big white flower comes out.
Beautiful.
Okay? And it comes out at night. Any ideas?
The bats.
The bats,
pollinate
exactly.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've done some reading.
I'm just a smart girl.
Yeah, but it's bats are pollinated by bats. So we've been here in the morning and seen the flowers open. By the time we're leaving, you can see some of them have closed. So the cardone cactus takes 75 years to grow its first arm, which is why I question a 300-year lifespan. I think maybe 5.
Okay.
Because it's 75 years for the first arm to come out. And it's not 75 years for each arm.
Right.
Just for the first one.
Wow. It's so much bigger, like in person, when you're standing next to it.
No kidding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Come on over here and look at this thing. These are nasty. This'll, if you run over, look at the thorns on this thing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That could puncture your tire.
Oh yeah. I've gone over and
sharp
got
as it looks,
13
though?
holes. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it is.
It's way sharper than you think it is.
What's
Yeah.
this thing right here?
Careful. That's
This guy right there.
That's a seed pod that fell off
the
the
one
tree.
from the top of the cactus.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It got. That's how sharp those are. It got impaled.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Just
Yeah.
falling off. So that's a seed pod, and you'll feel it on your fingers. That it's
Oh,
got
yeah.
pricks on
Yeah,
it
be
too.
careful with
And the
that.
little hairs can get under your skin.
Yeah,
I tried to
Let's
break
drop
it open. I'm going to show people the seeds inside, right? And I got home. I'm like, oh, my fingers hurt.
That's what you get for showing them.
Nature, like women, can be beautiful, but they can also hurt you very badly.
Was that your vows?
So this was, unfortunately, like I said, our last stop, but we still have got a ton of riding left to do. He said the only reason we'd be stopping is if something goes wrong, so fingers crossed, no more stops until we stop.
And that's it. Woo! We made it.
We did it. I loved it.
First, isn't it? Well, the first time everybody made it. You do a head count?
Tight little squeeze.
It is a tight little squeeze. I don't know if you can see it. I have sand in my teeth. When we were coming back, it was a beautiful view. We came back into town. He gave us an impromptu tour of the Malecon and some of the restaurants in town. And then he took us off-roading up these sand dunes, and it was crazy. Jumping, bouncing, and then we hit this little spot and sand right in my
It
mouth.
happened to me too. I
But
was like,
it
oh,
was-
I didn't have my handkerchief
Yeah, he
off.
did say handkerchief up, but it fell down as soon as we started going fast. It was so much fun. What an incredible tour.
Yeah.
These guys know what they're doing, and man, what a way to experience the nature that is around here, because this is one of my favorite activities that we've done in Mexico, so you have got to do this.
Absolutely. What do you say we go to lunch where they told us about?
Ooh, I love that idea. You mentioned there is a place down the road not very far where it's a museum as well as restaurant and bar where some famous Baja racers hang out. So let's go down there and see if we can find some delicious food and something to do.
Sounds good. Welcome to Cheneth Legacy Lodge. This place is really neat. We actually just went down to the water and saw that they pull these buggies out on the beach and drive up and down them. I could definitely get back in one of those cars right now, as I enjoyed that. Right in front of us is the museum. So as you know, we don't know anything about this sport. Today was our first time doing that. So this lady told us that Lynn Cheneth, he's actually up in the bar right now, he has built all of these buggies right here, which is just so unique. There's more actually in the museum. You can also see a lot of the trophies that they have won, some pictures, memorabilia, and t-shirts. So yeah, just a cool place to come down and get to know a little bit more of this sport, because it is such a big part of this region here. I think we are gonna head up to the restaurant now and get some food, so come along.
Dun dun dun.
It seems like the restaurant is closed because they are having a private party. Just our luck, but that's all right. I'm still glad that we came out here to see this.
Oh, me too. The ride was great, and we got to see some really cool buggies. So
Yeah.
put it on the list. Come out here and check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and take a shower because I just went like this in my ear and the whole sand dune fell out.
And the rest of the sand dune is in my teeth.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, grab some food, and we will see you tomorrow because we have something really fun planned as well. We'll see you then. Dun dun dun.
Unfortunately, we're looking at strike 2 for the video
We
right
better
now.
get out of here before we get 3 strikes, man.
We drove an hour to come out to the Aguas Thermales, or the hot springs at Puertecitos.
Yeah.
The ride was gorgeous. We got here and then we walked down here to what we thought were going to be these hot springs, and well,
yeah.
they're not quite what we were expecting or picturing in our minds. Why don't we show you what we mean?
We'll show you. So right behind us here, these are hot springs. You can smell them. You can smell the sulfur. You can see them. What is it?
The
It's
steam
not the steam
coming off the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really cool.
Yeah, so we were like, oh yay, we can't go in these ones because they're way too hot. But once they flow down, they get closer to the sea, and the seawater fills them up at high tide and cools them off a little bit, so they should be nice. So we walked down a little bit, so come with us and we'll show you what we found. So then we came down to this pool, which is just by the sea, and I put my feet in. You can see the hot water is coming down from here and it's mixing with the cool water, so it's nice on my feet, but you know, it's not high enough so we can't really submerge ourselves. So it's a kind of a bummer, and you know what? It was quite expensive. It was $25 to get in here. So we were expecting, you know, something to be able to really enjoy this. So maybe it was just our mistake, maybe we messed up, maybe we're here at the wrong time. I'm not really sure. It seems like it could be a really fun activity when you're in the area here, so maybe just try to do a bit more research than us and ask around, maybe ask some locals before you come. But yeah, unfortunately we're just soaking our feet in, but it still feels good.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, and I guess you just gotta roll with the punches, you know? We're here in this small little coastal town on the Gulf of California in Baja, California with you.
And there are beautiful views here. There's pelicans just out in the water, the mountains in the distance. It's gorgeous. So having you here makes it all worthwhile.
It does. On the drive here, we actually saw this place called Cow Patty, which looks like one of those like roadside stops
That you have to go
to. So why don't we try to go get some redemption over there and see what we can find.
Let's do this thing.
Come with us. And before we head out, we just wanted to mention, if you're coming here, it says there is a Pemex here, but it is not in service. So definitely make sure that you get gas up in San Felipe if you're running low.
Because you will be broken down in the desert.
Yeah, and that would not be fun.
All right, we are just pulling up to the cow patty.
It looks so unique.
It's definitely unique. Cow patty, gonna eat a patty. Everybody knows that I am a little patty. What?
Now, this is one of those stops that you see when you're on a road trip and you're like, honey, we gotta pull over here. It says on the sign that they have hot dogs and beer. I mean, what else could you ask for today?
Some hot cats?
Adam, let's head in.
Man, some sweet redemption. You know what? We walked in here and it is everything we hoped it would be. It has this like super cool eclectic mix of stuff. There's an entire wall of license plates. He's got photos from the past. There's cows everywhere, all over the place, and cold beer and hot dogs, just like the sign says. They said it, we got it. I'm happy. I hope you are too. I can't wait for my dog to come out. But while we're here, just check out the outside too.
Yeah, out here it looks like they made some stuff out of driftwood, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Over here, there's a cactus that's in a boat and another cactus that's driving a car.
Oh my god.
In the back, there's another cow that they made out of like an old stove. There's a whole patio back here too.
Look at the bus right here, Adam.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
what-
right.
look at
Hello.
that. I missed it. There's so much stuff. I missed something cool like this. Oh yeah.
I know all the stickers on there. They even got the police lights up top.
See if I can drive.
You've been drinking, sir.
Oh right, right. They do have a beer holder inside though, just in case.
That's funny.
And then back here, again, just more cool. It's just that like kind of desert vibe here.
Yeah.
And another customer just walked in. So obviously I think this is probably like a great local spot.
Oh, and here, look, you can see one of the cacti, like from the Valley of the
yeah.
Giants. This one's dried out.
So cool. As well as a whale jawbone.
Oh my gosh, that's as tall as you.
It is as tall as me. That's crazy.
Yeah, what a spot. Definitely recommend coming here.
This is the place you want to come. Cow patties, put it on the list.
What are you at school? Looks
I know.
like Adam's got his school
I feel like I'm in
tray.
my junior high lunch cafeteria, but way cooler.
Yeah. What do you got?
I got some napkins that say cow patty on them. The accoutrement, as always, look at that.
Oh, the onion. You gotta have.
Fresh chopped.
You know, my favorite way to eat a hot dog is mustard and onion. What about you? You love ketchup.
I love ketchup. And you know, I didn't used to like sauerkraut, but a little bit of sauerkraut on there really does something special for me.
Tell them about Dave.
Oh, we just met Dave, a local inside. He was saying that he's lived here for 50 years, and even he struggles to hit these hot springs at the right time. He actually lives on the rim of the area we were down in the hot springs. So,
Yeah.
you know what? We just didn't hit it today, but we hit it right here.
Jackpot, baby.
And I am so excited that we got to be here for this. So maybe I should just jump into this hot dog. But before I do, it might be time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
As much as we enjoyed the day with you, and it would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with, it is that time of the day. So
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us.
if you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to
Ding 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 the bell.
Ling, 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 the bell. That was her shot. You heard it. I gave her a chance. She threw it away.
I'm shy, there's people here.
We'll see you next time.
Adios.